Welcome to the channel PK 2023. Hope everyone has a good time watching our videos.
Inside Old Trafford, the crumbling edifice that should scare any new owners. Pesky rodents, overflowing toilets and a leaky roof, the contenders for the keys to Old Trafford face a litany of challenges, but getting the Theatre of Dreams to sing again may prove the most challenging. Manchester United on a match day is a curious paradox. The club's 113-year-old home is a citadel for 73,511 supporters to live vicariously through their heroes, yet it's a place of creaking fallibility. Sepia-tinged reminders of former glories, aging facades, cramped concourses and dodgy phone reception. Old Trafford's decay mirrors the stagnation in these post-Ferguson years and offers a stark reminder that the Glazer family have stood still while rivals have either updated their homes or moved to a new stadium. Memo to Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani or Sir Jim Ratcliffe: you are going to need to dig deep here, and it will take more than a lick of paint to liven the place up. The place is just tired. It still has character as it's sold, but the place is so far behind the times. It's embarrassing walking in here and seeing rust and roofs leaking. It feels small time, United fan Alwyn Robson, 45, said before Sunday's FA Cup quarter-final win over Fulham. It still has a charm about it, but the food and beer is second-rate and it's so small inside. You end up having to leave about 5 to 10 minutes before halftime just to make sure you get a lukewarm pie. Walking up Sir Matt Busby Way to the ground, there's an intoxicating elixir of burger vans, fried onions, and anticipation. Alwyn is right, there's a charm and character about the place, but it feels primitive. Provisions for fans along that stretch of road to the ground amount to little more than 6 fast food vans and some independent scarf sellers. Fans queued up on the concourse outside for a picture with replica trophies from the club's finest hour, the 1999 treble. It felt rather instructive watching fans pose with trophies won nearly a quarter of a century ago. Old Trafford feels stuck in the past instead of moving with the times. The N46 entrance to the Sir Alex Ferguson stand is dark and dingy, while seat 115 on row AA, like many around it, is a faded red, which feels rather apt and reflective given the club's relative downturn in the past 10 years. Leg room here is at a premium, with phone signal almost non-existent at times. Even the scoreboard, a narrow, electronic strip, situated above the tunnel, feels a relic of the past. It isn't fit for purpose anymore. Old Trafford has not kept up. James Young sells fanzine United We Stand, an independent publication for fans, by fans at home games. It's not good enough, it's a mess of a situation compared to the more modern grounds, he said. It isn't fit for purpose anymore. Look at what Man City have done over the road. Round here, there's so much more United can do. There's better grounds in the Premier League and Old Trafford hasn't kept up. Sheikh Jassim and Ratcliffe are prepared to spend billions on acquiring this commercial behemoth, and chief among the outlay will be renovating this grand cathedral of football, the biggest football club ground in the United Kingdom, or to take the hugely emotional decision to up sticks and build something else, New Trafford, if you will. To many, it's heresy to even think about tearing this sacred place down. Others, though, sense an opportunity. Imagine a 100,000-seater stadium, proper food, proper beer and a really big fan experience. Jason Kaufer is an electrician from Didsbury and has been going to Old Trafford since he was 6. I used to be dead against the idea of a new stadium, but the more I come here, the more I feel it could be a good thing. Imagine a 100,000-seater stadium, proper food, proper beer and a really big fan experience, he said. We're behind the times. Look at Tottenham Stadium, that's what we should aspire to be, but bigger. Tottenham's 65-meter goal line bar, the longest in the UK, springs to mind at halftime as you queue on a small concourse behind the stand. It's cramped and unwelcoming here, no problem if Carling is your beer of choice, but that is the extent of your options. No chance to review any pies as they had all sold out by the time the queue had dissipated. Sunday's FA Cup match was Pandora Bletchley's first pilgrimage to M16. She's 24 and a quarter-final ticket was a birthday present. It's massive, and when you walk up the steps and see the pitch for the first time, it's amazing. It's a bit dated though, she said. I'll definitely come again, but the concourse was grotty and it didn't feel that slick. I didn't get anything at halftime as nothing really appealed to me. Sheikh Jassim's representatives and Ratcliffe himself visited Old Trafford last week. Conservative estimates suggest it will cost in excess of £1 billion to bring the stadium into the 21st century. The quadrants, planned and budgeted before the Glazer takeover, were finished in 2006, but close to 2 decades on, time has stood still. To United's credit, though, £12 million has been spent on improving disabled facilities, including a new purpose-built concourse at the back of the Stratford end. The accessible facilities hold 278 wheelchair positions and 278 dedicated amenity seats across the stadium. United's prospective owners have received a presentation entitled Opportunities and Challenges, which aptly summarizes the situation with their home. Old Trafford is an impressive, almost intimidating sight as it looms large on the Manchester skyline, and the club-owned ground around the stadium is vast. There's ample opportunity to develop immersive fan experiences, but it will come at a cost. Behind the Trafford pub on Chester Road at the top of Sir Matt Busby Way stands a disused derelict building that remains a blot on the landscape. United were criticized by the council for failing to implement adequate procedures to control pests in 2015, amid an infestation of mice on multiple occasions. No such visits from any furry interlopers, at least in the Fergie stand, on Sunday, though a swiftly cleared can of raid, designed to kill ants, suggests any mice would not be alone. Interestingly, those with space on the packed tram back into town after the game all had the same method of catching up with the key events from Old Trafford: TikTok. Back in the 90s, you could read the Pink on the way back, a match report in print, with pictures from the game you had just watched. The fans have moved on these days. It's time Old Trafford did the same.
Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe channel, comment and sharing our videos.